Hi, my presentation is called Gifted Brains by Stephanie Callahan. Okay, so some current research regarding gifted students um, was showing that gifted students are more likely to experience insomnia, fear, and anxiety compared to non gifted students. And so they actually found that it's the fear of the unknown, fear of war, violence, death, and disease. And they have higher levels compared to other students, non gifted students. They also found uneven levels of cognitive and social maturity in gifted students, and that could be linked to higher levels of anxiety and fear. Some other research showed that teachers that are supportive, give a lot of encouragement and guidance, benefit gifted students and contributes to their success. In addition to stimulating curriculum that is challenging for them, and also opportunities for enrichment through partnerships and mentorships. So, like programs with different businesses and other educational institutions. And then research also suggested that students with high intelligence exhibit a neural efficiency during problem solving, so they use less cognitive effort. So, non gifted students can complete some of the same tasks that gifted students do, but they need a lot more cognitive effort compared to gifted students. So, the parts of the brain that this research is specific for is the cerebral cortex, because that's responsible for memory and intelligence. And so, when we're talking about gifted students, we're talking about their intelligence. And then the amygdala is responsible for emotions, including fear and anxiety. And that's where that first research comes into play about the additional fear and anxiety, higher levels of fear and anxiety that those gifted students experience. Okay, so the impact on learning, it basically kind of tells us that gifted students learn differently because their brains are wired differently. And so this information can help guide our practices in the classroom. So, like for instance, since insomnia, fear, and anxiety have a detrimental negative effect on student learning, we can make sure that we implement different strategies to help with that. And then that research on cognitive effort applies to their learning capabilities. So, which brings us into the classroom applications. So, uh, based on this research presented to you guys, we can use this to make sure that we can create a classroom environment that minimizes that fear and anxiety for our students. Whether that's just being a little extra inviting, creating a different space in the room where they're able to go when they're experiencing some anxiety. Maybe they just need a little bit of a corner. They like to sit by the window. However, it helps them deal with it. And then we want to teach our students, strategies to deal with that insomnia and fear and anxiety. And so there's actually a variety of programs that can help students with that. So one of them are a couple of the programs are Cool Kids and Skills for Academic and Social Success. Um, and so Cool Kids is a CBT, or a cognitive behavioral therapy program, that teaches the kids to recognize their emotions like fear, stress, and anxiety, and challenge the beliefs associated with with nervous feelings, and then encourage engagement with the fearful activities in more positive ways to kind of get them to deal with those emotions a little bit better. And then with some of the other research, we can make sure that we're encouraging our students, we're providing a lot of guidance, We're making sure that our curriculum is stimulating, that we are creating curriculum that is going to challenge our gifted students because of their high cognitive abilities. Challenge them something that's going to make them, actually need to use some of those higher level thinking skills. And, if we can incorporate some outside stuff like, opportunities for them to extend their learning through different programs. We can implement a lot of project-based learning, is really good for our gifted students. Stuff that's going to challenge them a little bit better. Okay, and then these are just my references. Hope you enjoyed my presentation.